and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
And cold Kaycee, Wyoming. We are here for the 1A six-man quarterfinals as the Dubois Rams just got here. They're getting here a little late, and so we started a little late. I am Shawn O'Brate, your WYO Today sports director, typically calling the Lander games, but loving it out here in cold country for six-man games. It is a fun time to be a Dubois Rams fan as they are continuing their tradition of success, getting in these playoffs as a pretty high seed out here as the 3 seed, and they are going to face off against the Buckaroos here shortly. And it just snowed, as you can see on our Ranger Printers pregame show. They didn't get as much snow as Dubois did, but they definitely have their fair share of snow. So we are going to be playing in the cold today. This will be the only video footage that you get for the game. As per NFHS rules, we are not allowed to film unless we want to pay a whole bunch of money to a whole bunch of people that don't care about Wyoming football. So we are going to get it going here in a minute and keep it going strong with this Ranger Printers pregame show right after we pay some bills and make sure our internet connection is working strong.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Dubois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back to this Ranger Printers pregame show. We're going to go down some stats as we have finished off the 2023 regular season, and in doing so, Dubois once again finished right at the top of the rushing stats. They finished right behind Snake River with 326 rushing yards per game, quite a few of those attributed to Wyatt Trembly, the senior. That's good for second behind Snake River's 351. Meanwhile, Kaycee averaged 254 per game. That's good for fourth in the 1A six-man. And passing is not really Dubois' specialty, so they finished dead last with 54 per game. Meanwhile, Kaycee just right above them at 111. That was good for third to last. So both teams, it's going to be a run-first offense today. And overall on offense, Dubois finished third with 380 all-purpose yards per game. Kaycee finished fifth with 366. Over on defense, though, Dubois and Kaycee are neck and neck. Dubois finished fifth on rush defense, and Kaycee finished sixth. They both allowed just over 200 yards per game on the ground. As far as pass defense goes, Kaycee is one of the best, though. They averaged just over 100 yards per game through the air. Meanwhile, Dubois averaged 155 against them. That's good for 10th as well. And so just passing is not really Dubois' game here. As far as total defense goes, though, Dubois sits right in the middle with 366 all-purpose yards per game, and Kaycee right above them at fifth with 340 yards per game. And we are going to be watching some snowy football today. I would imagine a lot of cold hands, so that means even more running than we might be used to. That means Wyatt Trembly, who averages 226 yards per game on the ground, he's probably going to get that workload. Then again, he did hurt his foot, his toe, in the second quarter of last week's game, so we'll see if that affects him at all. As far as running goes for Kaycee, it's Vaughn Pearson. He averages over 114 yards per game. That's good for sixth in a six-man there. As far as passing goes, Siler Hess, the Dubois quarterback, not even in the top 10 because they just don't pass it, like I said. As far as Kaycee goes, it's going to be Cade Mouse, and he averages just under 80 yards per game, and that is good for seventh in the six-man. And then receiving, like I said, we're both not really watching a passing offense on either side, but Kaycee does have two in the top 10 with Pearson averaging just over 35 and Wyatt Ramsbottom averaging just over 32. So we have quite a bit of numbers to look at as we are watching the Kaycee Buckaroos get warmed up over here on their side of the field. Meanwhile, Dubois getting some work in on some reps, and they're trying to just get accustomed to the cold as they just got here. They got here a little late, like we said in the earlier in the pregame show, but then again, we all got here a little late. It's not a lot of fun. I have starters right here as well. We'll be right back with our Sutherland starting lineup right after this.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
The 381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
The Stock Doc is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Doc.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
Home of the Buckaroos, and we are still in our Ranger Printers pregame show. It's going to be the only footage you see of this field, and I'm going to give you just a little roundabout. Look how snowy it got all down here, and we are in the home of Chris Ledoux, the famous country singer. And not being a huge country fan my whole life, I didn't know who he was until I got given this game. And when I said Chris who, oh man, I made a lot of people mad at my work. So I've listened to most of his music on the way up here just to get ready for this, and found out that there is a freshman on the Kaycee Buckaroos with the exact same name. That's Chris Ledoux. He's number 1. He is a freshman. He doesn't play as often. And he is his grandson, and we were kind of joking he probably gets all the girls at school with that name. So there's a park out here dedicated to Ledoux, who has been mentioned in a Garth Brooks song and has been good friends with the country music community. So it's pretty fun to be out here and learn some Wyoming history while I'm out here. And that'll lead us kind of awkwardly into our Lander Journal keys to the game. And our Lander Journal keys to the game, pretty easy for Dubois, as I try and get that on the screen there. You just got to get Wyatt Trembly out and running in open field, and if you can get a good 2-touchdown lead early and hold it, then you can win this game and move on to the semifinals. And if Kaycee can even get 1 or 2 stops on 4th down, they will most likely get a lead, just like we saw against Burlington last week. If you can stop Dubois on 4th down, or if you can stop anyone in 1A 6-man on 4th down, you can easily win the game. So we're going to root for Dubois to try and get that 4th down conversion rate up to 100%. They weren't there last week. It's very hard, especially in this game of chess, as Coach Trembly likes to call it. If you're putting even 1.5 people on one player, you're going to be forgetting about someone, and that's going to lead to a touchdown almost every time here on these shorter fields. For those of you that are watching that have never seen a 1A 6-man game, there is not a 50-yard line. It goes from the end zone to the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, and then back to the 30, the 20, the 10, and another end zone. So we are not working on a 100-yard field. We're working on an 80-yard field, and that gives us quite a bit of extra touchdowns. Shorter fields lead to more. As Miss Trembly walking up here. And so we are, as we're in the middle of our Lander Journal keys to the game, I'm looking at Kaycee's stats, and it's pretty obvious. If Dubois can stop Vaughn Pearson, it could be a much easier game for Dubois than it is for Kaycee. They rely on Pearson quite a bit. He is their senior. He's a big guy. I see him out there, number 81. He is one of the only ones wearing full long sleeves. And if I was in this game, I would be rocking 2 sweatshirts under my jersey. I would not be wearing anything. And they're not, some of them aren't even wearing gloves. I don't get that either, man. This is not going to be a fun game to play in with cold hands. So with that, our Lander Journal keys to the game. We want to say thanks to Lander Journal and the Ranger for sponsoring all of our football games, keys to the game this season. If you want to get a full recap of this game, including pictures, stats, and more, be sure to check out the Ranger and Lander Journal on Wednesday. And that goes for every single Wednesday up until the end of football football season. Even if Dubois were to fall today, we would still have Riverton and Wind River to look forward to. They play tonight at 5 and 6. Wind River takes on Lusk in Pavilion at 5 o'clock. Riverton playing Evanston at 6. You can get those games also on Wild Today's YouTube page and on their respective radio stations. We're going to try and get this game on 93.9 and 106.3 KTAK, but we had some transmitter issues due to the snow. So right now, YouTube only, and that is going to be good for our YouTube audience, bad for our radio audience. But once we get that transmitter fixed, hopefully here in the next hour or so, we will be able to kind of ease people into this game. And with that, we're going to head right into our Sutherland starting lineups before they do anything here on the field. We'll go with Kaycee Buckaroos first. Starting off, number 33, a senior, Ruben Cleveland. And then another senior, as we mentioned, Vaughn Pearson. He is their go-getter. Junior, Grady Alger. And junior, Cade Mousen. Mousen, one of their better passers and one of the better quarterbacks in 6A. And then starting off, a sophomore, Joe Cruchit. And that is not how it's spelled, so I'm going to misspell that. I'm going to missay that a couple times, I'm sure. And another junior, Wyatt Ramsbottom, going to be starting off for the Kaycee Buckaroos. Dubois, very similar starting lineup to what we've seen all year long. We have running back Wyatt Trembly starting off, Jonah Ord, Hayden Howard, and Caleb Gleim, all seniors starting off the game. Noah Hawkins, the junior, and Siler Hess, the junior, also getting the starting nod. And I doubt we'll see very many freshmen today unless this score goes crazy in Dubois' fashion. But big story of last week, or should I say 2 weeks ago, but the freshman Brianna Grove being the first female to score a touchdown in Dubois Rams history. We would love to see if she could score another one today in a playoff game. I'm sure that would make even more history. And with that, we're going to say thanks to Sutherland's. Remember, if you need anything, whether it's the hammer, the nails, or anything in between, you go to Sutherland's in Riverton off North Federal for all of your home improvement needs. That's Sutherland's, Fremont County's home improvement store. And after these next set of ads, we should be ready for kickoff. Right back on Wild Today's YouTube page right after this.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a cool Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
I spend a lot of time driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room, and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
Welcome back as we are done with our Ranger Printers pregame show.
Welcome to the Buckaroo Field.
And we are going to listen to the announcer here
States National Anthem.
as we listen to the national anthem. Alrighty, well, as they announced the Sutherland starting lineups that we just gave you, we're going to go ahead and give you a heads up that this could be a very, very emotional game for the Trembly family, as Wyatt Trembly's dad, Coach David Trembly, after 26 seasons as head coach, is looking at his last postseason. No matter how this goes, they would love to get him a second championship as head coach. They haven't had one since 2012. They've been to 3 under Coach Trembly, and they are going to hopefully get to a 4th as we announce Caleb Gleim,
senior wearing number 35,
and Jonah Ord.
A senior number 88 wearing 88, Hayden Howard. A senior wearing 21, Wyatt Trembly.
And Wyatt, obviously the go-to here. They even said it up in the booth. They said, if we can stop 21, we should be good. And that is no exaggeration whatsoever. Noah Hawkins
and a junior
and Siler Hess coming up.
Siler Hess.
So Dubois is going to be rocking their white jerseys with
coached
blue
by
numbers.
David Trembly and Dan O'Brien.
White jerseys with blue numbers outlined in yellow.
Make some noise! For the
And Kaycee Buckaroos wearing their blue jerseys with white numbers outlined in red. And Reuben Cleveland looks like a full-grown man. He has one of those full-blown beards here. And Coach Trembly almost tripped in the snow to go in to shake their hand.
Brady Alger. A junior wearing number 24, Cade Molson.
Molson, again, one of the better quarterbacks here. He's a big boy as well.
Number 14, Joe Karucha. Last but not least, rounding it out, Wyatt Ramsbottom, a junior wearing number 27.
And Ramsbottom, I'm sure you could have a lot of puns with that name today, depending on how this game goes.
Coached by Dave Largent and Jordan Largent. Our
And
referees for
Coach
today are
Largent.
Lincoln Reese, Sam Wild, Tyler Peterson, Doug Arnold, and Miles McNair.
And those referees are from Cody.
If we could have team leaders
As we
approach the
get
center of the field for our coin toss.
the coin toss coming up here. Reminder, you're listening to this on WYO Today's YouTube page, and you can also go ahead and throw this up on your TV, or if you are in the car, you can connect this through your Bluetooth or through a cord and listen to it there. We will hopefully get this on 93.9 and 106.3 shortly. Like we said, the snow last night, 2 days ago, I should say, has caused some transmitter problems with 93.9 KTAK, and of course 106.3 is the only station that can get out to Dubois clearly, so we're hoping to get that back up as they shake hands at the middle of the field. We can close this now if you want. Sure. It's going to be warm in here. Oh, the pink cord's going to be in the way, but that's okay. Got to make sure we're as warm as possible up here. I would close the door, but I don't want to make that even more of an issue here. So the refs are explaining the rules. The refs don't even look like they were dressed up for this, too. They need to be wearing some shiesty masks or something. As we wait the coin toss here. Boy, he's explaining it pretty well to these boys. Had to kick away some snow so that they could put the coin up in the air. There it is. And it looks like Dubois won the coin toss. And knowing Coach Trembly, I would imagine they defer. But we'll see. As the sun is coming in from the right side of the field, I would imagine kicking into it, which is what they're going to do. The Dubois Rams are going to start off this quarter going left to right into the sun. And the Kaycee Buckaroos are going to receive.
Dubois will be kicking.
So Dubois going to get the second half kickoff. I'm terrible with north, east, south, and west. Which direction?
That is south.
There we go. So Dubois is going to be moving towards the south. Sun coming from that direction, so it could be a little blinding there early in this game, but they're going to be flipping around here shortly. I love the Kaycee colors. I don't really like the Buffalo Bills, but they do look like Bills jerseys. And they even have the Wyoming logo there, but it's the Buckaroos logo outlined in white. They do look pretty sporty today. Dubois takes their huddle, and we are about ready to get going with the first game from our 3-game slate of playoff games for WYO today. Like I said, Wind River going to be hosting Lusk at 5 p.m. and Riverton going to be hosting Evanston at 6 p.m. This is the only away game that Fremont County has. We also covered Thermopolis, but Thermopolis was 1 win away. If they had just gotten that last win against Level, they would have been in as the 4 seed. They would have been an away seed as well. But hopefully next year, Coach Bowker get those youngins up to speed. They were really hitting their stride there at the end of the season. So we have number 25 kicking off. I don't even know. Cooper Kinsler kicking off. Sorry about that. A lot of ambient noise out here. And here we go with the kickoff from the 30. It's going to be low and right into the dirt, and it's going to be picked up by number 17. He's going to run right and right into a Dubois tackler and get maybe to the 35. Was Algier. I'm going to keep saying Algier, like the football player for Atlanta. Maybe a 4-yard return.
Announce what yard line we're on.
That looks like the 34-yard line here.
I'll say you're right. 34 of the Buckaroos.
Yeah, as my clock is already not working. All right, lining up. Under center is 24. That's Maulson. Pre-snap motion goes to 17, and then they pitch it back to Pearson. Pearson jukes out one player, and he's going to get past the line to gain, just barely, maybe, as Pearson juked out one player, and he's going to get right up to the line. So 14 yards there. Reminder that 6-man football
second down and inches
is 1st and 15. They do not do 10-yard first downs. They make sure that to get with the longer first down needed, that they have this short yardage on the field. 2nd and maybe 1. He got right up to the line. Again, Maulson under center. This time 2 running backs behind him. No pre-snap motion. He's just going to hand it off right to Pearson, who actually gets stopped behind the line. And that's going to be a loss of, well, they're going to give him forward progress. He got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and they are going to give him right back to the line of scrimmage. Suddenly 3rd and 1 for the Kaycee Buckaroos. I love your guys' name. That's like, I mean, coming from Kaycee, or Kansas City, actually, there's a team also called the Buckaroos, but their logo is a kangaroo. So I don't know where we got that, but I like this a lot more. Same exact lineup. He's got Pearson behind him. He's got Alger behind Pearson. And this time he pitches it to Alger, and Alger's going to go to the left, and he hurdles one player, and Wyatt Trembly is able to bring him down right around the 26-yard line. So that's good for a first down. It was a gain of about 6 there. Maybe 5 for Algier. And yes, the clock does not stop in 6-man. It's a lot of running too. So with 8:10 to go, they line up in the same formation, 2 running backs behind. And now he switches them back so that they're standing side by side instead of one in front of the other. And the pitch goes to Alger to the right. And Dubois Ram had him in the backfield and could not tackle him. And instead he gets all the way up past the first down marker. And Alger is going to be good for about 17 yards. And this is all going to be a bounce because we can't really see the lines on the snowy field. But he's going to be right up hugging the goal line here. Again, they had a defensive player, looked like maybe 22, Caleb Gleim, was in the backfield. And he had him by the ankles, but he could not bring him down. So now 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. They line up with Alger on the left side and wide receiver. And now he has a pre-snap motion. He's going all the way across the field. They're going to just hand it off to Pearson up the middle. It was a good-looking fake to Alger, but no one was buying it for Dubois, and Pearson gets maybe 2 yards there. I think by the middle of this first quarter, we'll probably have the middle of the field. All that snow will be gone, but 7 minutes to go. They are lining up at the 5-yard line. Algier behind Pearson, and Algier gets the fake pitch. They're going to throw it to the end zone, and the pass was to 14. That's Joe Cruchett, and he was smothered by what looked like Jonah Ord. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's number 10 that was smothering him, and that would be Noah Hawkins. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 5. Clock stopped at 6:52. Same formation, 2 running backs behind. And now the pitch. Ooh, it goes over the head of Alger, and he can't even pick it up. And Dubois lands on it, but not in time. Yes, they do. That's a fumble recovery by Siler Hess. And Alger
takes the ball,
fumbles it at the goal line. And Dubois is going to start off the game with a turnover. Siler Hess with the fumble recovery. And so this means that Dubois will start with 6:45 to go. They'll start at the 14-yard line. And they line up in their kind of funky formation where Jonah Ord's going to take the snap and shotgun and just hand it back to Wyatt Trembly. Trembly going to run to the left, and he fumbled the ball. And that fumble looks like it was picked up by Jonah Ord, and it was. So that's going to be the story. Yeah, that's going to be the story today. It's cold outside.
Old ball, be easy to fumble.
Jonah's going to go ahead and just get that 5-yard gain because he actually picked up the ball, so that's going to be attributed to him. They line up with Jonah in the shotgun formation, right to the side of Wyatt Trembly. Siler Hess, the quarterback, lines up facing the sideline with Hayden Howard and Caleb Gleim as wide receivers.
Fixing shoulder pad.
Something happened to Wyatt Trembly's shoulder pad, so they had to fix it. And with 6 minutes to go, did they finally get it? I think we finally got it.
I'm not going to be able to hear him. Can you open
Yeah,
the window?
yeah. 6 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock is where we need to be. And on the referee's mark, these referees again from Cody, so they made a good drive up here. Now we start the clock, and the ball is going to go into the hands of Ord again, and then he's going to just kind of hand it off to Wyatt, who's going to go right and towards the sideline and just barely gets knocked down by number 7, Taylor Cleveland. So that's going to be good for about 6 yards as well. That's Wyatt's first carry technically, because he fumbled that first one and Jonah got it. 3rd and 5.
Be tight enough? No. Slips right out.
And Wyatt's also not wearing gloves today. I don't get that, man. I'm cold up here with my hand warmers on. I can't even imagine. Now they line up with 27 lined up under center. That's Xander Hawkins instead of Seiler. And he's going to hand it off to Jonah Ord up the middle. Jonah's going to get maybe 5. No, he gets dragged backwards. And by dragged, I mean literally dragged by number 33, Ruben Cleveland. And he's only going to get about 4. So now 4th and inches. And that clock, way to be tough. That toughness by Ruben Cleveland was enough to stop them from getting that first down. Now same formation. It's Hawkins under center, Jonah behind him and Wyatt behind him. And the run goes to Wyatt, and he gets stretched out at the very last second after being tackled in the backfield. And we'll see what the refs want to do with this, but right at the end, he stretched out his hands. That's Wyatt. And what's the call here? They're meeting up in the middle. I didn't stop my clock. It's at 4:50. And it is going to be a first down.
Dubois gets just enough, moves the chains.
Just enough is exactly right. He actually got tackled in the backfield and got spun out of it just enough to reach out over the line to gain. So 4:45 now as the clock keeps going. Dubois with their first down of the game. Lines up again with Hawkins under center. It started off with Seiler Hess under center all season. And now the pitch goes back to Wyatt. Wyatt runs into a wall of blue. They were expecting that, and he's going to be dropped for some yardage. Good tackling by the Buckaroos.
Loss of about 4.
And Wyatt will lose around 4 yards, and Dubois is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him right here on Wyo Today's YouTube page.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County. With 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton, RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
It was bad. Talking about growth spurts here as their manager, a 7th grader, is down there, and he's doing a great job. What's his name?
That's Joe. Ben Cruchet.
Ben Cruchet. Good job by Ben as Dubois lines up and just hands it right up the middle to Wyatt. Wyatt pushes away one Kaycee Buckaroo. He's got room to run up the sideline. He breaks one more tackle, and he gets all the way down for the touchdown. That's good for a 10, 20, 30, 40, 53-yard touchdown. And that is why 6-man football is so unpredictable. We never know what's going to happen. And the kick, and Dubois had a lot of problems kicking last week with 4:08 on the clock. Don't pay attention to my one on Wyo Today's YouTube page.
That's Cherry, right? That's Cherry, right? Don't make Cherry run.
Cooper Kensler out to kick. And reminder, in 6-man football, these PATs are worth 2 points because they are much harder to block 6 men with 4 blockers than it is to get that little 2-point conversion in 11-man football. Here's the snap. Maybe. There it is. Oh, low snap. Picked up, and it's kicked into the dirt, actually. So didn't even get blocked. Just very hard to get a foot on it when you are not able to get there. So 4:08 to go. We'll be back with Kaycee's second possession after this.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in Dubois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Welcome back. It's 6-0 out here in Kaycee. Dubois quarterfinal playoff game on Wild Today's YouTube page. Big run by Wyatt Trembly, 53 yards to be exact, was able to get them their first score. And that's why Wyatt Trembly is so dangerous. And the kick this time much higher and goes into the hands of Pearson. Pearson moves to the left. He's going to try to look for a block, and his own player actually runs into him and finally gets dragged down at the last second by Jonah Ord right around the Kaycee 30-yard line. And yeah, number 7, Taylor Cleveland ran right into his own guy unknowingly. It was a good block by Cleveland, but when he pushed out, he accidentally got his arms right in front of his own guy. Kind of stopped him up just a little bit. So with 4 minutes to go, they're going to start off at the 28-yard line of Kaycee. They line up in that formation with 2 running backs behind them. Pearson in front of number 17, Alger. And Pearson gets the handoff. Goes up about 5 yards.
That was Alger.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Grady had the ball.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
As I was looking down at my numbers. So Alger gets the 5-yard gain. Yeah, this game is a lot of pile-ups there in the middle. You got to find out who's doing what there. Same formation, Pearson in the fullback position. The pitch goes to Alger to the left on this near side, and he gets run right into Hayden Howard for maybe a 2-yard gain. And that stops the clock at 3:26. We're going to have fun with this clock today, I'll tell you that much. So now it's going to be 3rd and about 8. Again, the lines are a little bit snowed over, so you're going to have to deal with this. They line up in shotgun for the first time. Literally the center and then 2 wide receivers to the right. Number 24, Cade Mousen in the middle, and he's going to hand it off to Alger, who runs to the right. He puts an arm out in front of Siler Hess, and he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage by Wyatt Trembly. Maybe gets a yard. They're going to call it 2 here for Alger. It's always fun to see formations in 1A 6-man or 7-man where I'm from. That's the smallest number they go to, because that's a fun formation when you just have your center on the line and then the 2 others that are typically blocking are all the way spread out to your right. Now 4th down with just under 3 minutes to go. 4th down and roughly 6 yards. This time 2 blockers up front. Number 33, Ruben Cleveland. Number 27, Wyatt Ramsbottom. And now Mawson is actually going to line up on the left side of the line as well. It's going to go right to Pearson. Pearson's going to pitch it back to Taylor Cleveland, and he looked like he was going to pass it. Instead, he finds a hole. He runs to the right, and he gets past the first down marker and gets pushed out of bounds by Hayden Howard.
Taylor Cleveland with a big run. That'll move the chains. Bring us up another 1st and 15 to go here.
So that was...
got Taylor out at about the 27.
That was good for about 5, 10. That was good for about 14 yards there in Cleveland's first attempt. Again, they did that backwards pitch after the shotgun snap, and that's when dangerous passes happen. Now the same Formation is earlier with 2 backs behind him. And the quick handoff goes to Taylor Cleveland, who was on the line, and Dubois was not fooled there. He's going to lose no yardage. They're going to say forward progress was right at the line to gain, or right at the line of scrimmage. I apologize. So 2nd and 15 now from the Dubois 28. Just over 2 minutes to go here in Kaycee in the first quarter. Same formation, Pearson in the fullback position, Alger in the running back position. And Maulson's going to take a drop back, and he's going to toss it almost wide open there, but right as number 10 decided to turn around, the pass was to Wyatt Ramsbottom. I don't have a number 10, so I'm trying to figure out who that is out there.
I'm sure it wasn't 11.
Yeah, 11, I know Seiler.
Oh,
That is number 10, and I have this.
Who'd you pick up on the way?
They must have found someone, or maybe found an old jersey that no one wanted. I let my clock run, I apologize. 1:46 to go. As they line up a pre-snap motion there, goes to Pearson. Pearson's going to get the ball and goes to the right. And on 3rd and 15, he's going to run with 2 or 3 Dubois players on his back, up about 5, maybe 6 yards there. And he did not go out of bounds. So that's a 5-yard gain for Pearson. And now it's going to be 4th. Math isn't my strong suit, but 4th and about 12, yeah. And that is from the Dubois 23-yard line, give or take. Again, Kaycee lines up with 3 wide receivers on the near side. Pearson in the shotgun formation with Taylor Cleveland behind him. He's going to just fake the pitch back to Cleveland, and Pearson is going to try and get past Jonah Ord, and he's not going to be able to. Jonah Ord's going to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, back at the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be good for a big sack. Officially, Pearson will lose 4 yards, and that'll be a turnover on downs as Dubois gets the ball back right around their 25-yard line. No, he was definitely looking to pitch it back and throw it, and I think he felt the pressure of Dubois in that backfield.
Get out there and pass it to somebody else.
Now Dubois lines up with 25 out on the far side. That's Cooper Kinsler. Seiler Hess under center, only one guy on the line. Hayden Howard a little bit further near side. Gives it back to Wyatt, who pitches it back, or hands it back off to Jonah Ord. Ord going to get roughly 4 yards there. Running up the middle. Jonah Ord's been pretty consistent. 5 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. And with under 30 seconds to go, we'll see if they even decide to run more than this play here. Same formation, Kinsler on the far side. Hayden Howard about 2 feet away from the center. Seiler Hess under center. The pitch back to Wyatt, the handoff to Jonah, and now a fake handoff goes pitch back to Seiler, and Seiler runs on the near side, and he'll get a good solid chunk of yards, maybe 8 yards there for Seiler Hess. Nice fake to Jonah Ord. Got one Kaycee Buckaroo up the middle, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. When we come back, the second quarter from Kaycee.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts, like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito? Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Card, actually.
Welcome back. Lander. I've been calling Lander all season long. Dubois flips the field, and they are on the right in the middle of the field. So the 37-yard line of Dubois is where they're going to place this. 6-0. That first opening quarter, a little underwhelming compared to most Dubois and six-man football standards. Same formation here, only one on the line. Siler Hess under center, pitches back to Wyatt. Wyatt fakes the handoff to Jonah and takes it himself across the first down line. It was 3rd and about 4, and he got 5, maybe 10 yards up to the Kaycee 33 there. And now, working with fresh set of downs, 9:45 to go. Again, same formation. Wyatt in the fullback, Siler under center, Jonah way behind Wyatt. Kinsler and Howard on the sides. The pitch back to Wyatt. He fakes the handoff again to Jonah. And a forward pitch, almost a forward pitch to Siler Hess again, this time to the left side. And Siler going to get 8 yards, give or take. So that's the second time they've run that play, and that's the second time Siler Hess has gotten 8 yards. Siler, a tall player. He actually got to learn from Wyoming quarterback Andrew Peasley this past offseason. That's why we were expecting a passing offense from Siler this year, but they really have run through Wyatt once again. I think next year when Siler's a senior and Wyatt's gone, that'll be the year that they really start passing the ball. They line up with 3 on the line. Under center is 27, Xander Hawkins. The pitch back to Wyatt. He has 2 blockers in front of him. He goes right. He cuts through the middle, and he's going to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, that was close to being another breakout there. 25 yards on the run. And again, these are all unofficial numbers. But with 8:34 to go, Dubois now on the goal line, 1st and goal from around the 2. They line up with Xander under center, Siler to the right, Hayden to the left, Wyatt behind Jonah in the backfield. The handoff to Wyatt. Wyatt runs left, and he can't even get past the line of scrimmage. Nice defense there by the Buckaroos. They walked into a wall of blue, and no gain on the play for Wyatt. That's very rare. Boy, I wish we had one of those propane heaters down there. I can see it heating up the field. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 2. And they're going to line up in the same formation again. I'm sure they're going to try something very similar here as they have a goal line offense that rarely fails. Kaycee hoping to get another defensive stop. And this time it goes to Jonah as the fullback, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Jonah with the 2-yard touchdown makes it 12-0 for the Dubois Rams with 7:25 to go in this first half. And again, if you are just now joining us on Wild Today's YouTube page, we don't have the rights to stream football games. It cost us quite a hefty lump sum to stream any playoffs, whether it's football, basketball, or soccer. The NFHS has a tight grip on playoffs like that, and hopefully in the future NFHS won't be so strict. And almost a fumble there by Hawkins on the handoff. He picks it up and throws it, and it's Siler Hess that ends up with it in the end zone, and that makes it 13-0. Fun little play there as the fumble turned into an extra point. And the refs meeting up in the middle. We'll see what they talk about after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Alrighty, 7:25 to go in the first half here. Dubois up 13-0 on these Kaycee Buckaroos in front of the Buckaroo fans that have all lined their truck up on the far side. Trucks, I should say. That makes it sound like you have one fan. Trucks. You have plenty of fans out there, and they're all huddled together up. Looks like a little tailgate out there. We have a few fans on this side of the fence as well. Dubois traveled somewhat well. I can count about 20 fans, give or take. And this kickoff does not go very far. Almost an onside kick. As they got it there. Number 14, I believe that was.
Joe Cruchett.
Joe Cruchett with the kickoff return, quote unquote, of about a yard tops.
Buckaroos, fire up.
And Buckaroos faithful up here, rooting for their team to get something done here. They've had a fumble and a turnover on downs so far. But with 7:23 to go.
We'll go shine down the monster next.
With 7:23 to go, Kaycee lines up on their own 36-yard line. They pitch it back to number 17. He runs around the side, and he gets about 5 yards there, does Alger. And they're going to give him 4 officially. Did he go out of bounds as well?
No, they didn't call him out.
7:07 to go. Clock runs. If my wife is listening, I got you a stocking cap, and I was going to surprise you with it, but it's so cold out here, I'm wearing it. And Alger's limping off the sideline. Hopefully he's okay. He is one of their star players and biggest rusher. He's just going to walk it off as they bring in number 32 instead. Damian Kothe. And the throw is long as number 7, Taylor Cleveland, was looking for number 14. That's Cruchett. Good defense there by 22 and 10 by Dubois. Again, Caleb Gleim and number 10, who I have no idea who it is. I have been calling this team all year long. Never seen a number 10. They must have just picked him up on the side of the road. That's what I'm trying to find, is like what number is missing over there. And I'm also just trying to do that. Is the snap goes to Pearson. He pitches it back to Cleveland. Cleveland is running around. He gets past one player, and he's got open road in front of him. And he's up the sideline, and that's going to be good for a touchdown. No, he's going to go out.
That's a touchdown.
Is it?
Kaycee Buckaroos.
That's a 40-yard run by Taylor Cleveland. Really, that was probably 60 yards run all around as he was in the backfield and tried to run right and ended up having to be pushed left. Got all the way around, juked out one player, and man alive, he had some speed there at the end to get past the Dubois faithful there. Now they're going to try the PAT kick, and it is Pearson who is their kicker. This would be good for 2 points. It's up, and it is good. Makes it a 13-8 game. We'll be right back after this in Kaycee.
Community health centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Dubois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back. 6:24 to go here in Kaycee. Kaycee put up a 40-yard touchdown run by Taylor Cleveland to get on the scoreboard, and then that PAT by Pearson made it 8 points. Dubois has missed a PAT, and they threw in a fumbled snap into a pass there. And actually, it was Seiler that caught the 2-point conversion.
Come down and help me button my pants because I couldn't use my arm. I actually just wore like.
And the kickoff goes over the hands of 25, and he's lucky he didn't touch it. It ends up going into the end zone there.
Just wore leggings. You pull those up one-handed.
Cooper Kinsler reached his hands up on that kickoff and tried to grab it, but ended up not, and that's going to be them starting off at the 15-yard line. So Dubois has pretty much the whole field to go here.
Godsmack. So good. And asking Alexandria.
65 yards to go for Dubois, who line up with 3 on the line. Xander Hawkins under center, and both Jonah and Wyatt split outside in the backfield. And the fake to Wyatt goes to Jonah on the right side, and he gets dragged down from behind. And roughly 5 yards, maybe 4. No, that's about 5. No, that's
4-5.
Having trouble seeing right now over the players here is where the line is. But yeah, that's about the 5-yard gain for Jonah Ord. 5:57 to go. So they're now on the far hash. Dubois moving right to left on your radio dial in their white jerseys. Blue numbers trimmed in yellow. Now Jonah lines up in front of Wyatt in the backfield with Xander under center. The snap goes to Xander, and the fake goes to Wyatt, and he's going to throw it, and he overthrows Seiler Hess. And Xander
Weren't fooled there.
Unable to get it. Yeah, not fooled at all were the Kaycee Buckaroos, and now we have a long 3rd down attempt coming. 3rd and about 10, which is normal in 11-man football, not normal in 6-man football.
Well, sometimes it's 3rd.
6-man football could be 3rd and 35. Yeah, all you need to. So now they line up similar fashion. Jonah in front of Wyatt. Their hands have got to be cold, both of them not wearing gloves. This time the pitch does go to Wyatt. Wyatt gets one blocker in front of him. It doesn't matter. Big defensive stop by, whose number is that? That was Pearson.
Big defensive stop.
And
pushes them back a good 3-4 yards.
That's going to be
4th down and about a 12.
That's going to be a solid 3-yard loss there. With just over 5 minutes to go, it's 4th and 13, and you don't see it very often, but might punt it here. Jonah Ord lines up way, way back, tailed by Wyatt Trembly. And he drops the snap. He's going to pick it up, give it to Wyatt. Wyatt does get it off, and he kicks it, and it goes a nice roll down to the Kaycee 32-yard line. Boy, that almost ended in disaster for Dubois as the fumbled snap went backwards. Wyatt, good recognition there, gets it up and kicks it as hard as he can. So now it's going to be Kaycee starting from their own 32-yard line. Dubois waiting on defense for Kaycee to get out. Looks like Alger is better. He's out there on the field. He is to the left of Mousen, while Pearson is on the right. 2 wide receivers near side, so only 1 on the line. And they're just going to hand it off to Pearson on the draw play, and he goes left, and he gets past 1 Dubois player and can't get past Wyatt and Jonah as they sandwich him about 6 yards past the line of scrimmage there. So a solid 6-yard gain for Pearson.
That old Mother Reuben putting him on back. His shoulder pads are hanging out.
My clock must be a little bit faster than yours. 4:11 to go in this first half. A very low-scoring first half, especially compared to last week's halftime score against Burlington up in Dubois. Everyone lines up on the line except for Pearson in the backfield. Now they do a fake reverse to Alger, and almost picked off if number 22 was just, Caleb Gleim was just looking for it. It was landed right in his lap as the pass from Mousen is no good, and now Mousen is 0 for 3 throwing the ball. Makes it 3rd down and about 10. They line up again with 3 wide receivers on this side.
Ty.
Rams bottom and a couple other players down here. The pitch back to Taylor Cleveland. Taylor thought about launching it, and Wyatt Trembly was there behind him, and Wyatt's going to drag him down right at the line of scrimmage. Wyatt, a little smack talk maybe. Wyatt's hands, look at how cold he is. He's getting cut. And Taylor Cleveland getting some words of advice from his coach after he pulled back on the throw and instead just ran it right back to the line of scrimmage. And in 6-man football, if you can't find your guy, you just got to start running forward, because there's definitely someone behind you or in front of you waiting to tackle you. And right there, Taylor Cleveland tried to run around the edge onto the near side, just couldn't get past Wyatt Trembly. Now, same formation. Pearson pitches it back to Taylor. Taylor going to launch it. Perfect pass in motion to number 14. He gets past the line, and that's going to be good for about 15 yards.
Cruchet gets the pass.
To Cruchet.
Brings us another first down, moves the chains.
That was an opposite of a baseball slide.
So a 15-yard gain there for Cruchet from the pass from Mousen.
Stretch.
Brings it up to the Dubois 27-yard line.
Oh yeah, keep the chains moving. Keep the clock spinning.
Now they line up with Mousen. Not Mousen. That was Cleveland that threw that. My bad. And now it's going to be Cleveland that pitches it backwards, and it goes out of bounds. And that fumble, would it be considered a fumble here? Yep. Came with 2:25 to go. And that was going to be going to Mousen, but Mousen was just about 2 feet in front of it, and Taylor Cleveland thought that he had more time to get it back to him. He ended up getting tackled as he was throwing it, and it goes for a loss of about 7. And now the pitch back goes to 32. It's the first time we've called his number. He runs to the right side and runs into a wall of Dubois players. Damian Cohey. And that's going to be good for about 2, maybe 3 yards. We'll give him 3. Makes it 3rd and very long. Makes it 3rd and about 19 yards with 2 minutes to go. Kaycee comes out. Alger is still on the sideline. Like I said, he came back out on the field, but he did end the last series limping, so we'll see if that plays any part to it. Under center is Mousen, and he fakes the handoff to 32, ends up giving it to Pearson, who runs up the middle, and he gets past the blockers, and Wyatt Trembly can't bring him down, and he is in for the touchdown.
Von Pearson rips off.
30-yard touchdown.
gives us a touchdown.
And just like that, the score is flipped on its head. It's 13-14 Kaycee with 1:34 to go. They're going to try the PAT like they did last time to try and make it 16-13. The snap is slow to get there, and it gets blocked. So, after fumbling their first possession right near the goal line, the Kaycee Buckaroos have charged back and have taken a 14-13 lead with 94 seconds to go in the first half.
The state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back. 94 seconds to go in this first half as some sheep are on the right side of your field over there.
Yep.
The ag farm. The sheep came out to watch. They're a little late. Dubois was up 13-0, and they have watched it turn into a 14-13 deficit.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Sorry about that. They will start their drive, Dubois will, from their own 35-yard line. My hands are cold. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. They're going to line up in their offense with Jonah as shotgun. He's going to hand it right back. And Wyatt gets around the edge, and he gets a solid 7 or 8 yards before being pushed out of bounds. 8 seconds to go, and you can just hear everyone, you got to wrap them up, and that is what you do got to do. They're actually going to give him a 5-yard gain. Same formation. Seiler Hess facing the sideline. Jonah in the shotgun. And he's again just going to hand it right back to Wyatt. Block, and Wyatt's going to throw it to Hayden Howard. And it's going to be good for a first down. Hayden takes a 10-yard catch and just falls to the ground. And that did not stop the clock. 1:10 to go. Seiler in pre-snap motion. Jonah gives it back to Wyatt. Wyatt's going to get dropped. And no, he's going to be pushing off one guy, and he can't get past the other one. Big stop by Pearson there. That's going to be a 10-yard loss, possibly. No, I spoke too soon. That's about an 8-yard loss.
I say it's 10.
47 seconds to go. Same formation. Jonah gives it back to Wyatt. Wyatt looking to pass. Wyatt fakes the pass, and now he's going to throw across his body, and Seiler steals it away from Cooper Kinsler. But he drops it at the last second. Boy, I bet Seiler wishes that he was a little bit more communicative right there with number 25, Cooper Kinsler. And we're going to get a timeout with 3rd down to come right after this.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
Welcome back. 30.2 seconds to be exact to go. Mine says 31. So Seiler's going to line up under center for the first time today. No one else on the line other than the center. He pitches it back to Wyatt. Wyatt gives it off to Jonah. No, he runs to the side. He's going to pitch it to the side to Seiler. Seiler takes a big hit on the sideline and goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, give or take. So Seiler officially with a 35-yard run.
That was really close.
Right? No. We'll see where they mark it.
14.
That was about a 21-yard run. Sorry, my math is way off. And now the snap goes right to Wyatt, who hands it off to Jonah. Jonah being dragged down, and he had a big hit at the end, and we're going to have to get a timeout with 11 seconds to go as they got it about halfway to the first down marker from the 14. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 when they come back. And I'm going to leave it here because I'm doing 4 things at once, and I'm trying to do math while also figuring out what is where. 11.5 seconds to go. And on that big run from Seiler, it was Wyatt that took that. Seiler had the snap under center. He pitched it back. Ooh, 13 seconds is what he's saying. We'll put 13 as well.
What it's supposed to be.
So 13 seconds, according to the ref. That big run, like I was trying to say, Seiler was under center. He pitched it back to Wyatt, who faked the handoff to Jonah up the middle. Wyatt ran to the right, and as he was about to get tackled, lateraled it backwards to Seiler on the sideline, and Seiler ran free for about 21 yards. Big, big run, and that could be one of the plays of the game later on, as our Gatorade play of the game is always looking for its next call. So now, no timeouts left, I believe. Seiler Hess under center, Hayden Howard to the right, Cooper Kinsler on the far left on this near side. He's got Wyatt behind him and Jonah behind him. 2nd and goal from the 10, pitch back to Wyatt, and he's going to throw it forward to Seiler. Seiler's going to try and reach for the goal, and he didn't get there. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. So Wyatt with about 7-yard pass there. And now they're saying you need 7 seconds on there. Man. That's where I stopped my clock too.
There it is.
70 seconds is now on the clock.
There.
There we go. Okay, 7 seconds, and she started it a little early too.
Okay.
My fingers are cold too. We can't say anything.
Ready?
And now we're getting ready. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Traditional here. Xander under center. Wyatt, the halfback, he's going to get the pitch. Wyatt goes through one tackle, and he's going to score. And that is another touchdown for Wyatt, and that'll be nearing the end of the half, but 3 seconds to go officially. That'll make it 19-14. See if they try the PAT or if they just try and get that extra point. Wyatt already with 2 touchdowns, one a 53-yard run and the other that 3-yard scamper there through the middle. And they are just going to try and get the 1 extra point here. Their kicks have just not been great, and they also could run the rest of the clock off here. Xander under center. And it looks like the same play. Xander actually hands it off to Jonah. And Jonah Ord will get the 2-point conversion. Or the 1 point, I should say. 1-point conversion. And that didn't take any time off the clock. Do you guys not take time off the clock on extra point? Okay. I'm learning more about 6-man football every single day. Again, in Kansas, we have 7-man football. Very similar. You get that extra blocker, which is always nice. But 6-man football has been Dubois' bread and butter for quite some time now. Like we said, they were champions back in 2012. And that was the last time that they hoisted that trophy. They have been runners-up twice before and after that. So 3 total championship appearances for Coach Trembly in 26 seasons, and they are hoping to get back to that promised land in Coach Trembly's final season here. And we are going to wait here as, I never added that point. It's actually 20-14, my bad. Dubois just hoping for the clock to run out here on the kickoff, and they don't want to play any defense on possible big plays that happen here in 6-man. For all you know, a pass could go 50 yards, and next thing you know, it's 20-20. So they line up for the kick here. I'm going to have to put these hand warmers in my shoes. Extra socks don't mean nothing out here in Kaycee, apparently. And the kickoff is incoming here from Kinsler. And it's just a low bouncer. Goes past 2 Kaycee players. Dubois actually lands on it. And Dubois will get the ball with 2 seconds to go. And they will get some great field positioning as well. It's going to be right at the Kaycee 27-yard line. And you may have heard the announcer out here say that's not good, but I would be surprised to see them try something big. If anything, they're going to give it to Wyatt in space and see if they can get him 1 or 2 blockers. That typically is what their go-to move is. They're going to line up with Hayden on the right, Cooper Kinsler on the far left on the near side, Seiler under center, Wyatt in the fullback position, and Jonah in the halfback position, in the running back position here. They pitch it, a reverse to Kinsler, a reverse back to Seiler. Seiler almost gets sacked, and he spins away from it, and now he's going to throw it, and there's a flag on the field, and he throws it to Jonah Ord in the end zone. What a play. What a crazy, crazy play, and we'll see if this is going to come back. Looks like it could have been a hold on 27, Xander Hawkins.
What do we got?
The white hat. Personal foul, face mask.
Not good.
And it is declined, and it is a touchdown. And just like that, a 27-yard touchdown pass from Seiler to Jonah.
Or maybe it was.
What a crazy play. A double reverse back to Seiler, the original quarterback under center. And now the fake pitch isn't going to get them a 1 point. And it's going to end the half, 26-14. Boy, what a flip of the script. Dubois was down 14-13 with 94 seconds to go. They are now up 26-14 at half. When we come back, we'll be right back with the Ranger Printers halftime show right after this.
A lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac, coupe to bill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. It's halftime here in Kaycee. I took kind of an extended break here. I had to go put some hand warmers in my socks. If you were out here in the cold, I know I'm in the press box, but that doesn't mean diddly squat today, as it is just a cold one. The snow is not indicative of how cold it is. There should be more snow if it's going to be this cold. But I want to give a big prop to Kaycee's athletic staff. They have a whole bag of hand warmers for not only the players but the fans, and now I know where they went, because when I was in Casper at the Ghost Town store, I was looking for hand warmers for this exact reason, and they were sold out. And I said, first drop of snow and you guys are already sold out of 500 hand warmers, and they brought us some here. So big props to the Kaycee athletic staff and the friends and family of them here, as we are looking at a 26-14 deficit for the home team. And if you're a Dubois Rams fan watching on Wild Today's YouTube page, I want to give a big shout out to Rusty back at the office. She was able to get us on 93.9 and 93.9 and 106.3 KTAK. So if you're listening to me out in Dubois, hope you've been listening. But it's 26-14, and we have had quite a few players here touch the ball and get some good yardage. I don't have full numbers here, as we're just kind of working on ifs and almost, considering the yardage was covered by snow for most of the first half. Wyatt Trembly does have 2 touchdowns, a 53-yard breakout run, and then a 3-yard run up the middle right as they were near the goal line to make it lead for them. And then right at the end, they were able to get the kickoff. They had maybe 3 seconds when they kicked the ball off, and they got it back with a 27-yard pass with 2.3 seconds to go on a double reverse back to the quarterback to throw it all the way down to Jonah Ord, who caught that. And so Siler Hess is 1 for 1 with 27 yards and a touchdown. Wyatt Trembly is 2 for 3 with 17 yards. Xander Hawkins is 1 for 1 on the 2-point conversion, which is really a 1-point conversion. And as far as running the ball goes, Jonah Ord has a 2-yard touchdown and a 1-point run. Wyatt, like we said, has those 2. Siler has 37 yards on 3 runs. He's been able to get the pitch out on the sidelines. So that's how Dubois is doing. As far as Kaycee, they really have been the Pearson and Alger show. Pearson has a 30-yard touchdown. Alger fumbled the ball on their first series, but since then he's been pretty tremendous, even though he did get hurt there at the end there. Cleveland, number 7, not Reuben Cleveland, but Taylor Cleveland, he has a 40-yard rushing touchdown as well. He broke out on what was supposed to be a pitch-back pass, and instead broke out and got past the defense for a 40-yard touchdown. That is where they got their 14 points, and that is how Dubois got their 26 points. And that's where we're at here with just over 5 minutes to go in our Ranger Printers halftime show. Again, if you need anything, whether it's a binder made, whether it is a big banner, whether it's a sports program like we make for the Riverton football games, the Dubois football game, the Wind River football games, and the Shoshone football games, if you need anything like that, or if you want to check out the Ranger and Lander Journal as well as the Wild Today radio networks, they are all housed in the same building as Ranger Printers, and you can get your faxes, your copies, your banners, your programs, and everything else done at Ranger Printers on 421 East Main Street, or you could call at 307-856-2244. And yeah, Ranger Printers, man, they've been helping us out a lot. We have our cool banners that say we're the home of Dubois football, we're the home of Lander football. Same with Riverton and Wind River. You can catch both those last two there. Their football games, their playoff games, I should say, tonight at home. Wind River taking on Lusk at 5, and Riverton taking on Evanston at 6. Both those games going to be on Wild Today's YouTube page. Wind River is going to be on 99.1 KWYW, and Riverton is going to be following up this broadcast on 93.9 KTAK, home of all Riverton athletics. The reason we are on 93.9 and 106.3 is 106.3 has the best signal out in Dubois, so we want all the Rams fans to be able to listen and not have to drive as far as we did today in the cold. We had a truck in front of me today that tried to pass me and almost rolled over trying to get back into the lane. There's just a lot of ice on the road, so be careful if you are driving around and you're listening to this on the radio. We appreciate it, but watch the snow, watch the ice as Dubois is coming back out on the field. We'll be back with the second half of play from Kaycee right after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
I spend a lot of time driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit landergambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County. With 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton, RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in Dubois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. Before we come back, we finally got some scores here from around 1A 6-man. Little Snake River, which whoever wins this game is going to have to travel there and face the Rattlers. That's not going to be an easy task for either of these teams. Little Snake River was down against Hewlett 12-6 in the first quarter. After that, they had 55 straight points, and they had those in the second and third quarter combined, and they won 74-20 over Hewlett. So whoever wins this game will be traveling out to Little Snake River. That's never an easy game. Burlington at halftime is up on Farson Eden 49-6. That's no surprise. And we have no score from Meeteetse and Encampment. I'm trying to text my only friend out in Meeteetse and see if maybe he has something. Around other football leagues in 1A 9-man, Big Piney destroyed... Oh, I read that wrong. Big Piney beat Pine Bluffs 28-14. They had a 77-yard touchdown run to take the lead in the second quarter and never gave it back. In 2A, Mountain View is currently up 41-6 on Wheatland. They had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. That's a big one. Lyman beat Tongue River 14-13. They were down 13-0 at halftime, so big on Lyman to do that. 3A and 4A have not kicked off yet. They kick off around 6. And so we're getting back into warm-ups here. It's going to be a fun second half here in Kaycee. It was 14-13 with 94 seconds to go. Dubois traveled down the field and scored quickly, and then they got the onside kick almost on accident, and they were able to get the touchdown pass for 27 yards. We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
Improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Welcome back. That warm-up a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to be, as Dubois is going to get the ball to begin this second half, I should say.
Our concession stand still has some chili, cinnamon rolls, and potatoes if you're feeling a little cold.
Chili,
Good food.
chili and cinnamon rolls is a Midwestern delight. Although I don't think you guys put your chili on your cinnamon rolls like we do.
Some people do.
It's so good. That's where I was raised, was chili on your cinnamon roll.
I'm gonna go get a bowl of chili.
It depends on the chili, of course. If it's a little bit too sweet, it doesn't go well with the sweet taste of the cinnamon roll.
Never done the whole chicken and waffles thing either.
Oh, chicken and waffles, that's a good one too.
She had that last week. She had like a spicy chicken sandwich, so she had a spicy chicken patty with 2
Waffles?
And then she gave you like a cup of syrup with it.
Well, if you're anywhere near Kaycee, we have got a chef on our hands in the concession stand. And chicken and waffles brings me back to those days I'd spend at Waffle House. Those were the best. And the kickoff from Kaycee is a long one. It goes all the way back, almost out of bounds, and it is going to go out of bounds. And that means that we are going to get the ball for Dubois in a very good position here. They're not going to make him re-kick. Dubois is going to be moving right to left on your radio dial, rocking their white jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers trimmed in yellow. Meanwhile, Kaycee in their blue jerseys and gray pants with white numbers trimmed in red. And your guys' red isn't like a full red. It almost looks a little, I don't want to say pink, but it looks a little lighter red on the outside. So the ball is going to be placed at the 25-yard line for Dubois to start, meaning they only have to get 55 yards to get another score and go up big here. It's going to be 27, Hawkins underneath the center, and 2 running backs split out. He's going to give it to Jonah, who's going to run right. He's got one guy to beat, and he can't beat him. He does stiff-arm him into the ground. And that was Taylor Cleveland that he stiff-armed. He ended up going out of bounds as well. He got about halfway to the line to gain, so Jonah with a 7-yard gain there. Did you get some chili? Ooh, smells good. 9:53.
You like it like spicy?
Yep.
Spicy chili is the best.
Is this spicy?
I don't know. I have one that I found.
Now Jonah lines up in the fullback position. Wyatt behind him. Xander hands it off to Wyatt. There was a Kaycee player in the backfield, and that is how Wyatt's going to run all the way past, and he's going to get all the way down the field for the touchdown. And that is how you start off a game, a 47-yard touchdown run to start off the second half for Wyatt Trembly. Makes it a 32-14 ball game here. And just like that, 15 seconds in, Kaycee's now looking at a big deficit. They're going to have to get back on offense and make a couple stops on the way. They're going to try a 1-point conversion here. They have both running backs split behind Xander Hawkins. And he gets the pitch to Jonah. Jonah gets stopped in the backfield, but he runs past a couple, reaches over the line to gain, and he's got it. Makes it 33-14, and just like that, big lead for Dubois. We'll be right back on Wild Today's YouTube page and 106.3 KTAK.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back, 9:44 to go. And Dubois has had their way with Wyatt Trembly today. He's got a 53-yard touchdown, and he just added on a 47-yard touchdown right after he scored a 3-yard touchdown to end the second half. So right there alone, he's got 103 yards, all ending in touchdowns. That's not including his 9 other runs, 2 of which ended in negative yardage, though. So 3 of which, actually, now that I'm counting. So we'll count up that big number at the end of the game, and we'll give it to you with our stats after this game with the post-game show. The kickoff from the 30-yard line. And Kinsler just kicks it low again. This is how they got that onside. It goes right to Taylor Cleveland this time. And he spins away from a tackle and ends up getting gang tackled on that far side, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Taylor Cleveland, good spin move to get away from one guy, just couldn't get it past another 2. And so Kaycee is going to start this game, or start this second half, with the ball at their own 35-yard line. They line up very similarly to Dubois, with both running backs split behind them.
Grady and Vaughn in the backfield.
And now Pearson gets the pitch. He's running to the far side. He's going to get past 2 players, can't get past the third. Goes out of bounds after a solid 8-yard gain. Took 6 seconds off the clock, and Pearson now adding to his total with an 8-yard gain. Now Pearson lines up as a fullback. Alger behind him. Alger gets the pitch. Now he gets good blocking in front of him, tries to stiff arm and can't get past Siler Hess, and that stays in bounds. He got maybe 2 yards there. They're going to give him about 2 yards. That ref has missed the last 3 catches, and they've been very easy for him to just get it right in his stripes there in the middle. So now a 3rd and 6, a long 6 at that. Mollison lines up under center, and Alger's going to move away from the running back position, move towards wide receiver, and they're going to give it up the middle to Pearson, who's got a solid 4, maybe 5-yard gain. And that makes it 4th and 2.
You can't be grinding it out like that, guys. You got to get 3 scores.
8:40 to go, and you heard the announcer. They have to get 3 scores. They don't need to run any clock, even this early in the third quarter. Pearson's going to get the handoff. He runs into a wall of white, and he's stopped. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. I highly doubt he got past those 2 yards, and he didn't. And that will be the second turnover on downs by Kaycee. Coach Largent trying to tell his team where to go in that situation. Pearson is a battering ram for sure, and he couldn't batter through 5 white jerseys right there. Now it is going to be Dubois' turn on offense from their own 32-yard line. They line up in their typical offense with Siler Hess facing us on the sideline. 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. Jonah Ord in the long shotgun with Wyatt Trembly directly behind him. Gets a high snap. Jonah just going to run right. Now he's going to throw it towards Siler, complete. And that's good for that'd be about 8 yards. So everyone can throw it on this team. Seiler now making another catch. Good for right in the middle of their line to gain. These 1st and 15s will make it 7 or 8 yards when you see it right split down the middle. That looks more like 7 than 8, but either way. Line up in the same formation. Kinsler on the near side, Howard on the far side. Ord takes the snap, and he just gives it right back to Wyatt. Wyatt's going to run right and tries to put a stiff arm out, and he gets gang tackled by about 3 blue jerseys on the far side. And they're going to keep the clock running, 7:35 to go. Be a gain of about 4 there for Wyatt. So now it's going to be 3rd and a long 3 yards. The call comes in from Coach Trembly on the far side, who was all smiles at halftime. P.S. I found number 10. I was looking at 2 different rosters. Neither had 10, but it is Noah Hawkins. Same formation, Jonah Ord in shotgun. He's going to just take a 2-3 drop back, and now he's going to have to run. And he can run if he wants. I don't know why he's deciding to pass. I don't know what happened there. Do you guys know what happened there?
No.
Oh, I think he stepped out of bounds on accident. Boy, he was looking to throw the ball. I don't know why he didn't run it forward. He had all of the yards that he needed right in front of him, and instead he's going to take about a 2-yard loss. Jonah Ord. That is a rare mistake by the senior. By yards in front of him. I mean, he had 15 yards in front of him. No one would have tackled him. He got around his one player that was blocking, and instead of just running forward, he was looking for a pass, and he stepped out of bounds. So now, under center, tight formation. It's going to go to Wyatt Trembly up the middle. He does get the first down, and just enough for the first down as he ends up getting dragged backwards. That's a solid 9-yard gain for Wyatt. So 6:40 to go. And Wyatt has done his darnest to make sure that this team stays in the playoffs during his time here at Dubois. It's going to be a different looking team without their 5 seniors, 4 of whom on the field. Under center was Seiler Hess. He pitches it back to Wyatt. Wyatt then pitches it back to Seiler. It gets dropped on the ground, and we're going to have a flag. Flag on the play. Behind the line of scrimmage, Wyatt looked like he was trying to pitch it back to Seiler, and he had to do it over the head of 2 Kaycee players who were tackling him. And now they say start the clock up again. So 6:05. No flag, I guess. They must have picked it up. It's going to be a loss of 1 officially for Seiler. 2nd and 16. Now Seiler under center. Kinsler on the near side. He's going to fake the handoff to Wyatt and get the handoff actually up the middle to Jonah, and he's going to get that 1 or 2 yards right back. And the Kaycee fans are happy. This is the first time that Dubois has looked anemic on offense. 5:30 to go in this 3rd quarter. Kinsler comes off, and Xander Hawkins comes in. 3rd and, 14 and a half yards. He's lucky that that's just not right at the 15-yard there. Xander Hawkins takes his hand out of the little pocket there in the front. He's got to be cold. He's going to be under center. Both running backs split outside behind him. He fakes it to Wyatt, and now he throws it up to Howard. Howard's going to get the catch and get hammered out of bounds. That's a solid 12-yard gain there. And that's Howard's 2nd catch. He now has 22 yards receiving. 4th down.
4th and about 3.
3 to go. 5 minutes, 2 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, boys! Gotta hold them.
The Kaycee faithful are right underneath us. Probably a good place to be. It's a little bit warmer. 4th down and 3. Xander's going to come out under center. Same formation. Both running backs behind him split. Wyatt to the right. Jonah to the left. And it's going to be Jonah that gets the hand off, and he goes up the middle. He breaks through all the tackles and gets right up to the line, the goal line. So that's going to be a gain of about 15 for Jonah Ord. And boy, Kaycee had him bottlenecked right in the middle, and Jonah just kind of hurtled through the line and was able to keep going up until he got tackled there by number 32, Damian Cohey. 4:40 to go. Now Jonah lines up in the fullback. Wyatt lines up in the running back. This I formation has been positive for him. Wyatt, though, gets tackled in the backfield. Wyatt lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, as they say he did make it back to the 2. .420 to go in the third. Dubois looking to go up 4 scores if they can. Again, whoever wins this game going to have to go to Little Snake River, and that is a tough matchup. I'm sure Dubois and Kaycee both would rather be going to Burlington. We saw Burlington last weekend, and I'm sure a lot of that film could be used if they could have gone up to Burlington instead. They're going to have to go to Little Snake River. It's tough to face the Rattlers, who, like I said earlier, rattled off 55 straight points. Again, from the 3 or from the 2-yard line, it's just going to be up the gut for Wyatt, and he did get it this time. Wyatt with the 3-yard touchdown makes it 39-14. Now Dubois comes out for that 1-point attempt earlier. It's always quiet in the opposing press box when it's like this. It's a good awkward, though, if you are a home fan, a Dubois fan in this instance. They line up, running back split out back. It's going to go to Wyatt. No, it's going to go to Jonah on the right side. He's got room in front of him, but he gets dragged down by number 7, and the fumble that came out isn't able to be picked up. They're saying that it was just a no good on the attempt. So it's going to stay 39-14. When we come back, Kaycee is going to try and get back on offense.
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts, like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito? Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back. Big lead for Dubois. 3:38 officially to go in the third quarter. Almost at inning. I don't even know what sport I'm in right now. Dubois going to kick the ball off from the 30 as the refs take their side. Kaycee's coaches giving him a couple good words of inspiration here on the sideline. And this, an actual try at an onside kick, and it's not going to be any good. Kaycee going to recover it right at the 40-yard line. I think they had enough to get the yardage. They just couldn't land on it in time. And so Kaycee with probably the best field position they're going to get in a while, or all day, actually. I don't know when they started. They started at the 40. Yeah, this is going to be their best field position. They're going to line up immediately in shotgun, 3 wide receivers on the near side. And as soon as the ball is snapped, we get a flag. And I think that's our first pre-snap flag. It's going to be false start on Kaycee. So just as I said, they started at the 40. They're going to go back. to the 35. Bit of good luck for Dubois there. Kaycee now working with a 1st and 20.
No, we like to make it hard.
We like to make it hard. The snap goes back to Pearson, the shotgun all the way back to number 7, Cleveland. And now he's running all the way to the left. He was going to throw it. Instead, he gets all the way up to the 30.
That's the way to put a shoulder.
And he tackles Hayden Howard on the way in. That's going to be good for a... I mean, again, he was 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage when it started. And he ran it all the way up to the Dubois 27. So a solid 17-yard gain. And they're going to do the same play here. Instead, he is going to throw it. No, he's going to fake it, and he fakes out Jonah Ord. And now he's trying to run up again. He does it. He goes up the middle. Wyatt Trembly can't get him either. And he's going to have another big run back to back to back, and he's going to get into the end zone. No. They're going to say he does.
Taylor Cleveland.
2 runs of 27 yards.
Touchdown.
2 straight 27-yard runs. And that is how they get back on the board, make it 39-20. 2:45 officially to go in this third quarter. And they're going to try the 1-point conversion here, and he's going to drop the ball, is Cleveland, and that means that the play is over. So with 2:45 left in the third, they do cut into this Dubois lead just a little bit. It's 39-20 when we come back on Wild Today's YouTube.
You can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Dubois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. I would imagine Kaycee is going to onside kick it from here on out. Dubois has been doing that. No? Well, Dubois has been doing that, and they've had the lead, so I would imagine we'll see what happens here as the kick going from left to right. Kaycee moving left to right. Dubois moving right to left on your radio dial. And the onside kick goes past the line, and Kaycee's actually going to recover it here. A recovery by number 14.
Sophomore.
Joe Cruchette. And that's going to give them the ball at the Dubois 35.
This again, boys. Let's make this again.
Down 19. 2:43 to go now. And Kaycee's going to keep the ball. Just like Kaycee doesn't like to make anything easy, Dubois doesn't like to make anything easy.
Got to get the tee off the field.
Yeah, no one wants to get the tee. Isn't that his job though?
Oh, he's trying to get the ball. That way we can throw it.
Mawson lines up in the shotgun, surrounded by 2. And he's going to hand it off to Pearson. Pearson goes left, and he's dropped. Great open field tackle in the back by Wyatt Trembly. That's going to be a 4-yard loss for Pearson. And the clock's going to move. It's officially at 2:20. And now they bring number 27 out. That's Rams bottom. No, he brings him up to the near side. 3 wide receivers. And they're in that position where Pearson's going to take the shotgun. He's going to pitch it back to Cleveland. And Taylor Cleveland looking for someone. And Jonah Ord's not going to let him. Jonah Ord gets pushed in the face. Good stiff arm there by Cleveland. And he does step out of bounds right at the 24-yard line of Dubois.
Freight trained him.
4, 9, 15. So that's a 16-yard gain for Taylor Cleveland. And now they're doing the same formation, but with 3 wide receivers on the far side. They get it back to Cleveland. Jonah doesn't even bother pressuring him, and he fakes the throw and again tries to stiff arm Jonah, and he does. And he's going to run all the way down to the 10-yard line, and what a hit. Siler Hess and Cleveland collide at the sideline. That's going to be good for a 15-yard gain. So back-to-back huge gains for Cleveland. And Taylor's going to come back to the sideline now.
Gotta get a breath, you know.
Oh, yeah, he's got to. That's 31 yards worth of rushing that he just did, and then he took a big hit at the end of it. Now they're going to do the same position, or the same formation, I should say, but instead Mawson's going to be where Pearson has been, and Pearson is in the backfield. 1:44 to go in the third, and the pitch back to Pearson hits the ground. Jonah Ord was waiting, and he's going to get stiff-armed for a third time, but he's not going to be denied, and he's going to drag him and throw him down, and Pearson is not getting up. It was a heck of a hit. He barrel rolled him, and Pearson holding the ball a little strangely there with his arm. I think we have a timeout. Do we not?
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout. Pearson takes off his helmet and his right arm. He's just not, can't speculate that.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah, he would know.
And Pearson, by far, one of the strongest players on this team. After getting a 5-yard gain, they're going to give him 6 yards. Comes off the field with 1:29 to go in the third. Now they line up with 3 wide receivers on the right side. Taylor Cleveland back in. Alger pitches it back to Cleveland. Cleveland going to toss it into the end zone. And it's caught by number 14. And did he catch it inbounds is what they're trying to determine. It's tough to determine with the snow out there. And I think he caught it right before
the byline.
So that was a good, 15-yard pass? I didn't even see where that line of scrimmage was. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Just hammer.
And they run it, and they get it in with a run by Alger.
He's in for the touchdown.
And Alger with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Buckaroos cut the lead down to about 13.
Broncos, I didn't know we were in Denver here.
We're not in Denver. Stop that.
If we were in Denver, we wouldn't be playing like that.
26-39 when we come back on WYO Today's. Oh, no, we got to wait for the PAT. Sorry. This wall blocking me here made me think we were going back to kickoff.
Tell them we need a bubble window so we can see the whole thing.
And they're going to try the 2-point PAT kick. Good snap. Good hold. It just goes right down into the butts of the offensive players. So 13-point lead for Dubois when we come back.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back. Well, just like that, in this second half, it has been all Kaycee. They have shrunk this deficit down to 13 after Dubois started off the second half with another touchdown. 68 seconds to go in this third quarter. Out here in Kaycee, where the snow is finally starting to melt, the sun is making an appearance here. The kickoff from 27, and it's going to be another onside kick. And Jonah Orr doesn't have to wait for it to reach 10 yards. He almost did. He did dive on it, though, this time, and it will be Dubois' ball. Did you see that? He's waiting for it to get to the 10 as if he has a rule. 1:08 to go here. And Dubois is going to get it right at the 40-yard line.
I mean, Thomas hits. He's not a great hit. I'm not saying that.
Okay, Dubois lines up with two tailbacks split out. It's going to be Xander Hawkins under center again. And the pitch goes to Wyatt. Goes a little high. Wyatt comes on the near side on the pitch, and he's going to go out of bounds. And he gets gang tackled about 4 yards in. It's a long 3, actually. And they actually keep him in bounds. The referees want to go home too, you guys know?
I bet they have another game to ref. That's how they've almost all been. They cut here, and then they got to go to Gillette or somewhere else.
They can't be reffing up in Buffalo.
Well, and now with the clock rolling down past 35, my clock is wrong on Wild Today's YouTube page because I stopped it when I saw him go out of bounds. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Jonah lines up in the fullback position, Wyatt in the tailback. They're going to fake it to Wyatt, and Xander going to throw it over to Hayden, and it gets almost. I thought it was intercepted by Taylor Cleveland, Taylor Cleveland. Instead, it just stops the clock with 15.9 seconds to go. Howard had it. He was wide open, just let it go right past him, and almost a costly turnover for Dubois. Is that what they're saying for Pearson?
Yeah.
I have also broken my collarbone, and that is not easy. Our best is with Pearson. The Von Pearson has been a key to this game for Kaycee and this season. To lose him is tough. Jonah Ord gets the run up the middle, and he gets way past the defensive line and gets all the way up to the line to gain. I don't know if they're going to give him that or not. That is going to be the end of the third quarter. And it's going to be 4th and 1 when we come back.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Well, welcome back. This final 10 minutes is going to be very important for both teams. Kaycee losing one of their pivotal stars, and Dubois just not having any momentum after that opening touchdown to start this second half, and now they are facing a 4th and 1 to start off the fourth quarter. And by 4th and 1, we mean like a 4th and an inch. If they can just push this up with Xander Hawkins under center, they would get it. Instead, they're going to pass. They're going to give it back to Wyatt. Wyatt gets it, and he goes way past, and he's going to get a touchdown. And that's going to be a 25-yard score for Wyatt Trembly. Just adds to the list here for Wyatt. 7 seconds in, and Dubois has made it a 45-26 lead. They're going to try the 2-point PAT kick. And it's going to be number 25, Kinsler, trying it again. We have not had a very successful week of kicking here. And that is a low snap. It's going to be picked up by Wyatt, who is holding it. Or I'm sorry, Seiler, who is holding it, is just going to pitch it to Jonah Ord. Is that going to count? That was a forward pitch. Yeah, I don't think that is. No good. So we're just going to say no good on the PAT. And when we come back, 9:53 to go. Kaycee down 19.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back. 9:53 to go. Dubois just went up 45-26 on a 25-yard run through the middle for Wyatt Trembly. But as we've seen, this game can get out of hand quick, and Kaycee can put up a couple scores quickly, even without Pearson. The traffic heading back is going to be a little bit better. It is a lot of ice, though.
I did drive on a lot of roads last year.
9:53, like I said, is going to be all that's left between Kaycee and a first-round exit, or a possible trip to Little Snake River. Whoever wins this going to Little Snake, that's not easy. And this ball, wow, what a roll. It goes right down to the 5-yard line, and so they're going to have to pick it up. And Dubois gang tackles number 32, Damian Cohey, right around the 13-yard line. There is a flag down, though.
Just past Grady.
Sorry about that. Dropped my headset there. Didn't miss much. The Kaycee Buckaroos starting off at their own 5, and Mawson tried to take a 3-step drop back and throw the ball. Instead, he got tackled, fumbled it, and Kaycee just picked it up. And now they're bringing everyone back out. And I think we have a timeout. Very late timeout after they were sitting there waiting for the call. I think they were going to get a delay of game. So with 9:10 to go, Kaycee needing a lot of points here. We'll be right back after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Welcome back. 9:10 officially to go in this game. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't stand on that. Kaycee lining up with everyone in their own end zone. They're backed up to the 3-yard line, and they're going to pitch it back, and it's going to be run forward, but we have a flag called. Number 32, Kaycee, was already running through the line, and they called the play dead. We'll see what the call is here.
Oh my goodness, boys.
Kaycee definitely stepping on their own feet here.
Make it hard enough.
What happened?
False start.
Oh, so they're going to line up halfway between the 3-yard line, so 1.5 yards separating Kaycee from their own goal line. They line up under center. I'm having to see over like 3 people. So Cleveland hands it off, and Kaycee is gang tackled, just gets out of the end zone though. And he's going to bring it up literally back to the line of scrimmage here. And I'm going to do this. Kaycee gets a 1-yard gain, give or take. 8:43 to go. It's 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 21 yards. Kaycee under center again. They pitch it out to the right to Kaycee. Kaycee breaks through, and he's got all the room in the world to run. That's going to be a 97-yard touchdown for Damian Kaycee. And who would have thought that's how that one ended? And they only...
Oh, flag.
Do we have a flag down?
Flag, holding.
Kaycee fans can't believe it. They are going to bring this 97-yard touchdown back, as Wyatt Trembly is saying he was grabbed by the face mask or held, one or the other. And, ooh, Kaycee fans not happy whatsoever. I wouldn't be either. That was a great run by Kaycee. And not only that, it took plenty of time off the clock, and that's in favor of Dubois. And so again, it's just going to be from the 2-yard line, give or take. See if they can replicate another 97-yard run. Very hard to do that the first time, let alone a second time. So 3rd and, again, about 22 yards. Boy, Kaycee, I can still hear them over there. They're not. I would be yelling at the ref. You would have to take me out of here. Taylor Cleveland lines up under center, and they're going to throw it this time, and they throw it, and
There's a flag!
It looked like it was going to be caught. Instead, it was dropped, and they're going to call defensive pass interference on Caleb Glime. He did have his hands all over him, and that was at around the 20-yard line. If Glime had just kind of let him catch it, it would have been 4th and about 5. Instead, Pass interference on Caleb Gleim is going to end with first down, I believe, right?
Yep, it should. Is it still third down? It's still third down. Okay.
So,
That's the first.
third down and 6. They're just going to give them the yardage and not the downs. And a tackle up the middle. Everyone keeps putting their hands up now. They don't want to get called for anything as Cohee maybe got a yard there.
All right, Lou.
Now it's going to be 4th and 4. 7:45 to go. And 4th and 4 for Kaycee. This is a big down. They're going to line up in shotgun with Taylor Cleveland far behind. And it's Alger. Pitches it back to Cleveland. Cleveland looking for someone to be open, and now he's just going to try and juke out Jonah Ord. He stiff arms him, and Jonah's going to tackle him. And he's going to get the first down.
You got the first.
He's also going to stay in bounds. Cleveland with a 7-yard gain. Taylor Cleveland's been putting this team on his back so far in this second half, especially since Pearson went down as well. And now Cleveland again going to throw, this time to 27, but it's going to be behind the sticks. And he's actually going to lose yardage on that one. 27 is Ramsbottom. We have not called his name all day long. I thought with a name like that, that's a football name if I've ever heard of one. You got to be getting you the ball. 6:40 to go.
He's usually our kicker, but he got his knee messed up a few weeks ago. So.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the near side. Taylor Cleveland, all the time in the world. He's going to toss a wobbly ball. It's going to be almost intercepted by Caleb Gleim. And again, Siler Hess came out of nowhere and almost stole it from him. We had a chance earlier for Siler Hess to get a catch, and I believe it was on a long 4th down. And Siler Hess ended up running in front of the intended receiver. 6:28 to go. Kaycee desperately needing at least one. Yeah, I thought that heater was going to work too.
I have a little one.
It's cold up here. Everyone's cold up here. As they line up in the shotgun, only one wide receiver this time. Alger tosses it. Testing. Okay. Well, we just popped a breaker, so that is how that just went down. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. And I don't know why it says 12-13 again. We'll see. We'll see what it says on YouTube here. What is going on?